Alright guys, welcome to the first episode of my new group of videos. Basically this is a series where I review a bunch of Pokemon and their potential in competitive battling. Yeah, I got bored, so I thought something new I could try. So anyway, we're starting off with this guy, Weavile. It's a dark ice type. That means it's got a quad weakness to fighting, and also weaknesses to fire, rock, steel, and I think a few other types. Yeah, so weaknesses to all those types, but it has immunity to psychic. So Weavile has quite high base physical attack and speed. I'll go check the exact stats now. Alright, 120 attack and 125 speed. They're the base stats. But it has very low stats in everywhere else. Like, I think it was... I'll check. Yeah, 45 special attack. So even though it can learn Nasty Part to double its special attack, it's still not going to be very useful. Especially since Weavile can learn Sword Stance, so if you want to double a stat, you can just double its attack instead. Yeah, so it has a bunch of great moves. Its high attack's backed up by a nice variety of moves: Ice Punch, Night Slash, Brick Break, Pursuit, Ice Shard, Priority move if needed. Fake Out, her lead, counter, and because of its being fragile, slap a focus sash on it and use it as a lead. If you predict a physical attack, it does counter and it should do massive damage to it, and then I shard it for the kill. Yeah. Speaking or something like that. Or you could fake out before, and because that will break slash too, unless you're fighting ghost type. But most ghost types aren't physical, so I don't need to worry about that too much. Apart from maybe Dusknoir, but banded Dusknoir can be quite strong. Anyway, a lead Weavile would probably want to have a set with 252 EVs in attack and speed, and 4 in HP, Jolly Nature, and the moves holding a focus sash, with the moves Fake Out, Pursuit, what were the others? I'll go and remember. Taunt, and either Ice Punch or Ice Shard, depending on if you value a priority attack over raw power. So I'll explain this set. Fake Out is a move. It has a small base power, but it hits Pokemon with low defenses really hard, like Azelf and Pokemon like that, and breaks their sash. Taunt stops lots of leads from setting up with moves like if you it stops sleep moves, substitute. In fact, it can even hit through substitute, so that'll be very useful. Sleep powder, spa if it's a Breloom, Trick Room if you're fighting a Trick Room team, and a lot of other types. Pursuit will stop any Pokemon from fleeing. Will do lots of damage to any fleeing Pokemon. It'll run off a base 40 power, but it gets stab, so it gets a 1.5 times boost, so it's 60 base power. and it doubles if the foe is fleeing. So that's basically hitting a fleeing Pokemon with 120 base power. Especially if that's against something it's super effective against, like an Aerosol or a Starmie or something else like that, a Psychic type with weak defenses. That's going to hurt them. And the Ice Punch, if you don't mind not having a priority move, it does a lot of damage. And Ice Shard will be a priority move. Base 40 power, but because of stab it goes up to a 60 power. And running off Weavile's quite high attack stat, that's quite useful. It has mediocre stats everywhere apart from attack and speed, and yeah. The best other than that is special defense, and even that's not that great. I mean, yeah, it's not really very high. Not really a very good defensive Pokemon. Terrible, in fact. It gets hurt badly by Stealth Rocks, and doesn't resist any entry hazards. So if you plan on running Weaviles or if you plan on running a Weavile on your team, you may want to carry someone who can spin away rocks, which would help, because if you're using something like a Choice Band or a Choice Scarf Weavile set, and you will be going in and out quite a lot, because you will be otherwise stuck into that move, and that wouldn't be very good. Would it? I mean, yeah, so if you got stuck into that move, you know, if it was if say you were using a move like Brick Break on a Gyarados, it could shrug it off easily because of Intimidate and not very effective and all that, and set up a Dragon Dance, and then proceed to sweep your team if you don't have a good counter like Cressler, who could Thunder Wave it and heal off the damage with Moonlight, but we're not talking about Cressler, we're talking about Weavile. So main counters for Weavile be, well, a huge counter for Weavile would probably be a move called Vacuum Wave. That would be quite hurtful on Weavile, because then it's basically a fighting type 40 base power move, but it's a priority move, so if Weavile wasn't expecting it, I mean, something like Toxicroak could, like Specs or Nasty Pot Toxicroak or something else, just like the first thing that came to mind you, could just use that and knock it out unless it has Focus Sash, and even that, and that would kind of end up, yeah, Weavile doesn't have too much, unless it's on max HP. Weavile's like every point on its hit, just if it's not on max HP, it's not gonna take a hit, unless you can predict well when switching it in. Yeah, so thanks for watching. Oh yeah, and its ability is Pressure, so any moves that are used on it that actually affect Weavile, like attacking moves like Brick Break, and moves that lower Weavile stats like Charm, that's the Charm, would use double the PP. But moves like Sword Stance and Rest and other moves like that wouldn't have that effect on it. They'd still only use one PP. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys.